Hello there, Gia.
Hello, Keisha. Are you crying?
I'm crying. Geez, yeah. Wow,
I'm
it
not
was
crying.
quite.
You're crying.
Oh dear, yes, quite a tumultuous week. But maybe before we get into it, should we do our Facebook business for
Oh
anyone
yeah, yeah. So you
interested?
tell the world what's going on with our Facebook
Okay,
page.
I closed out my account because it seemed like somebody had infiltrated it. And so that was connected to our Facebook page. So I created a new Facebook page. It's called General Hospital a table at the Tano, which may be exactly the same name as the old page. I don't remember. But if you're looking for it, it will be the one with a picture, and our old Facebook page will not have a picture. So if you want to join or follow us, you can look for the one with a picture. Does that make sense,
I think
Gia?
so. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I was
Yeah,
just
and
drifting off thinking about how funny it would be if you called it General Hospital like spelled out COLON.
that
That would
would
be
be
funny,
funny.
wouldn't it? Yeah. General Hospital internal organ.
Yep, yeah. Well, and then we could talk about your colonoscopies again, because you
Right, right.
enjoy
Which
those.
I've kind of got like I think I got a whole year and a half before I got to do it again.
Oh,
So I was
really? Oh, you're gonna miss them, aren't you?
well, I'm gonna miss the
The
drugs,
nap. Yeah. Uh-huh.
but no, it was because they cleared me out, so I'm pretty good for a while, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good.
Anyhow, but I got my blood work back, and I think I'm gonna be. I think the doctors when they get the hooks in me are gonna like sit me down and
Uh
not
oh.
let me leave or something. Yeah,
Ever.
probably not. It was.
All you got to do is start talking about some YouTube videos you saw about like
I know, yeah, yeah.
blood
And then
pressure or
tell them about my
something.
podcast. They'll be like, "Get out."
Yeah. Yeah. Those two things, I'll tell you, they'll give you a ride home.
No, my cholesterol went up by like almost another 100 points, and that's with the
Holy
statins. Like, what am I
moly.
doing? I don't know what I'm
Holy
doing.
moly. So that's
I
the
know.
Krill store we're talking about?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Uh
it's
huh.
yeah, the
Uh huh.
generic, but yeah.
Uh huh.
So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
it's
Huh.
apparently not a very good drug. Um,
Except that it seems to have made you funnier, and try to bring that up
I
somehow.
like to argue that maybe I just am funny. I don't know.
You always were.
Yeah.
Of course you
Yeah.
were. But I think
Anyway,
even
that
funnier.
is a medical issue, but it's not really related to General Hospital. So we can
Except
put that on the
it's a
back burner.
medical drama.
We could put a pin in it. But
All right. Okay. But
anyhow,
yeah.
I was just shocked when I pulled up my numbers. I was like, oh crap, they are gonna
Yeah.
really give me a lecture this time.
Oh dear, dear. I'm sorry,
Dear.
Gia.
Anyway, okay, so let's back up here. What do we got? We've got the kids
Good.
still moving into the apartment.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Um, we've got a little drama with Ava and Sunny.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um, oh, Carly being an idiot again, visiting Brennan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
happened, and then of course the biggie at the moment, the big Kahuna storyline is the Finn thing. And I
Yeah.
was so bummed. Once again, I'm like that you can't unread headlines when you're scrolling through your
I
social
know, and this
media.
was a real one, wasn't it?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
This was his last day.
Yes, yeah. I saw headlines and I was like, oh, they always do that,
I
you know.
know,
But
bastards.
then I saw an Instagram post from him,
Yeah. Yeah.
like saying the goodbye and it was his last day.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know. That was tough. I didn't enjoy that news at all.
yeah, I don't know. I can't decide how I like real life knowledge intruding on my enjoyment of my imaginary world or not.
I
Do I
don't like it
want that? I
much.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to be in our little bubble of
Yeah, I don't necessarily
fantasy.
want to be sort of self-aware as it's happening,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because
I
it
know.
colors my feeling about the storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you don't know. Like, is he going to get help because his contract wasn't renewed or something, like
Right.
I don't know. Because they
And
did
then we
seem to
have
sort of speed that up, didn't they?
the having him get in rehab, you mean? That
Yeah, like his sort of coming to Jesus moment, as you like. Is that what? Did I use that correctly?
I think I'd have to
Maybe
give.
not. Maybe not. But let's just say, like, somehow he became aware enough of what he was doing to himself and to Violet
Pretty quickly and did
pretty
it.
quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he wasted
Yeah.
a couple of bottles of that tire track.
Yeah. What did he call them? Handles or something? A handle of vodka? Is that? Have you heard
Is
that
that a
before?
thing? Did they call
I
him that?
I thought that's what he said when he ordered them on the phone.
Oh, I don't think I paid enough attention. I like that. Handles? Really?
Mm, let me see. Handle of vodka. I'm just looking it up now. A
And
handle
is
of
it like
liquor. It's
Handle or
yeah,
Handel like the
like
composer?
Messiah.
Yeah.
It's a handle, as in bike handle, and it's a 1.75 liter bottle of liquor.
Do you have any interesting information about like the
The,
etymology? Like how did that?
oh, jeez.
'Cause that's the meat of it is like why do they call it a handle?
That
Does it
is the
have a
meat of it.
handle?
It does usually. Yeah. Oh,
Or like
gosh.
indentations for your fingers kind of thing?
I'm not seeing the
You know.
history here of the expression, Gia, but
Okay.
can we continue, or do you need that in
Well,
order
a
to
little bit.
continue?
Can I tell an adjacent sort of story?
Sure, about Jason.
No, not
Oh,
an adjacent sort
adjacent.
of story. Well, do you remember when growlers suddenly became like wildly popular? Everybody was going to get growlers of beer filled up.
I
I mean,
guess
you're not a
so.
beer drinker, so you might not really.
I think I've heard you say growler.
I mean, I'm sure some of our beer drinking listeners will remember the growler face. I feel like it's done now. Um,
Oh, hmm.
but anyway,
I thought
we
you would prefer a pony keg.
I did like a pony cake. We at the time the growler thing happened, we still lived in Maine, and we used
Uh
to
huh.
frequent a pub called the Black Bear Brewery,
Okay.
and
Uh huh.
you could get growlers filled there. And I thought the term growler was specific to
Specific.
that bar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
because
makes
bears and
sense.
growler. And
Yeah.
I was so shocked to learn that it's like, no, that's what it's called, like all over the country. And I was like, wait a minute. I thought it was just cute.
Yeah, it is cute. It's
And
cunning.
I have read about the etymology of that term, but I won't bore you all with it because it doesn't sound like they've pinned down really why
Oh,
they call it
it's
that.
just sort of vague. Uh-huh.
Well, there's a couple different explanations, and I don't know.
Oh,
Like
okay.
dating all the way back to the time when water was like bad to
Uh-huh.
drink, so the children, everybody was just drinking beer all day long.
Okay.
Must have
Yeah.
been wild.
Must
Like,
have been
here,
wild.
here, little Jimmy, drink your beer and finish your sandwich.
You long for those days, don't you?
No, because then they probably had to go back to the coal factory or something, or I don't know what else.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Oh well.
Anyway, okay, now we can get back to the
Okay.
storyline. So yeah, so
Okay.
that was it for Finn. And
Yeah, that makes me sad.
how did you like? What's your critique of his final scene and his final, parting with everybody and Violet?
Okay.
You
Uh-huh.
know,
Well, I thought he did a lovely job. I thought it was well acted. He produced some tears. I think that's
yeah,
important.
yeah,
He said, I thought it kind of like his dad with him. He seemed to think of everything he needed to say to Violet to make her okay, you
yeah.
know,
That's true. He did. Yeah,
to
yep.
make her sort of carry on and not like handle, like have this burden. So that was good. I thought he was good with Chase. I mean, again, it seemed like it all happened kind of quickly. His sort of about face, between being like furious with
Being a
everybody.
massive asshole with everybody and
Yeah.
like
and then
unleashing this side of him that we hadn't seen, like the whole
yeah,
like grandiose I saved this hospital,
right, yeah.
and the real nastiness, like with Elizabeth
Mhm.
and Alexa, just
Yeah, it was
being
very
nasty. Yeah.
poisonous. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Good way to put it. Um, I concur though. Same as far as like my
Sometimes I
critique
feel
of,
like
yeah.
we sound like a couple of valley girls or something, you know?
We're trying. That'd be fun if we could pull that off.
I know it
I
would.
don't know why that reminds me, but I tried to watch a since I watched that Brat Pack
Oh,
documentary the
yeah,
other day,
yeah.
my
Uh-huh.
Hulu feed has been giving me a lot of stuff with those people in it.
Right. Yep.
And I tried to watch something called Fresh Horses with Andrew McCarthy and Molly Ringwald.
Oh. Uh-huh.
I'm like limping my way through it, but
Yeah. Even though it had the word horse in it. Yeah.
well, that was
It's too
part
bad.
of what attracted me, the fresh
Yeah.
horses in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
anyway, it's not a Valley Girl thing. I don't know why that reminded
Okay.
me. Okay, back to it.
Okay.
I
Mhm.
also thought Violet did a
Yeah.
really nice
Yes, she
job.
did. Yes. She sort of like she didn't over emote, I didn't think, it's just
Right,
sort of the
right. Yeah,
right
there was no
tone
like Shirley Temple crap going on.
or tantrums or any like throwing herself on the floor, it was a nice sort of
Yeah,
restrained performance.
and I thought they handled it in a fairly nuanced way. The idea that she wanted to take care of her father, and why couldn't
Yeah.
she,
Yeah.
like,
Uh-huh.
because that probably would be the impulse when your parents have
Mhm.
troubles and you just want to save
Yes.
them. And
Yes.
um,
Or you've just had to take on that role.
right, right, which a lot of people do, and they
Yep.
carry that.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
yeah. So I just like to thank my parents right now for not being raging alcoholics or anything.
Yeah, mine too.
Being the parents always.
Mhm.
Um,
Yep. Yep.
but
We were
I
lucky.
thought Violet did a great job, and I also made me wonder. So if the Finn actor is leaving, is Violet all done as well? Like, is that the end of her storyline, or do we see her
Hmm.
raised in the Quartermain house now?
Interesting question. Gee, I hadn't gotten that far with my
Mhm.
thoughts. So I wonder if they're going to use like soap opera time, which is kind of nebulous and elastic, or is 3 months going to be 3 months? You know what I mean?
Well, and 3 months gives him lots of playtime to decide. Like, we will bring him back with a new actor. Like, it could be that
Right.
that
Right.
actor's contract was up and they didn't like him and didn't renew him, or they could explain him away somehow. They could have him
Hmm.
die, which
Ugh,
I don't know. Would
yeah.
they do that? Would they have him
Well, that's
not
why I
make it to
thought it
the
was kind of nice
program?
that he went to rehab. So we know he didn't die yet, and
Right, and since he announced in real life that that was his last day,
yeah.
we know they won't show us tomorrow that he slipped out the back door and went and found Barb, and like,
Right, Barb. I thought Barb was supposed to make a return.
I know. See,
Well,
that's why you can't ever trust the headlines. And
I
but
know
I guess
who does that? Why do they do that to us?
I
It
don't
makes
know. And
me not
sometimes
want
the
to look
headlines,
online.
like, sometimes I get stuff in my Facebook feed where the headlines don't even make grammatical sense, and I'm like, is
Oh,
this an
sure, yeah.
AI thing, or
Right,
what,
right. A
or
bot.
some non-English speaking generated crap that
Uh-huh.
just, like, they're just
Yeah.
trying to lure me into click something, and they'll hack my page, like you got,
They just want to
like,
bum us out, so we'll make bad decisions.
I don't need to be bummed out to make bad
I know.
decisions.
Guess what, world? What you're
What?
looking at is a lifetime of bad decisions.
You got really, like, really loud when you said
I'm
Are
sorry.
you, are you talking about me or you?
Me, me. Although I guess because we're both
Although,
here.
oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
all in on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was very sad, and as much as I've
Mhm.
complained about Finn, and I think mainly because I haven't liked Finn and Elizabeth.
I know. Yeah. I think that's been the case for a lot of people not liking him is because of the relationship stuff.
Yeah. Um, but it's been painful. So I guess we can be
Hmm.
like, okay, we're a little bit done with the ringside seat at the
Yeah.
alcoholic thing.
Yeah, and it seems like, and as much as I wasn't really looking forward to a deep dive or a deeper dive into his whole process, that's when it could have gotten interesting, you know,
Exactly. Yeah,
if he'd been in
exactly.
like some therapy, like to sort of unpack like why the grief, morphed into this self-destructive sort of impulse. I don't know. That might not
Yeah,
be
it would have
accurate,
been
but
great to follow him into rehab but
yeah, yeah. Oh, there's a
I mean
little
it was
deer
just
outside. Oh
oh
gosh.
little
Don't
dear.
cross Route 5, little fella. Oh,
Keep your dogs in check.
they're all sleeping here. There's a
No
deer
danger.
outside, you dogs.
What was I
Oh,
gonna say? Oh, but they don't seem to like we wanted to see that when Curtis was in the
yeah,
wheelchair, and we wanted to see that process. Like we can
yeah.
handle it. We can handle it,
Right.
General Hospital.
Yeah, I think they just don't know if they can write it. And I don't know. I think they probably could. It would be challenging, but they would probably win a daytime Emmy,
I know. I
you
mean,
know.
they did pretty darn well with their Alzheimer's
Yeah,
storyline,
that was great. They handled that wonderfully, I thought. And we
and
both
they
we
slayed us
come
by the
from a
end of it.
place
Yeah.
of knowing whether that was handled well or not.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
So yeah, I think that's disappointing when they sort of go right up to the edge of handling something and then they just drop it.
right. Yeah, and it's such a real storyline. I don't know how close it comes to being a medical storyline, which is what you seem to yearn for.
I do. I crave a medical
But I mean,
storyline. Yeah.
an addiction storyline that's medical.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. And I think there's
On a
maybe
s-
even some new treatments for
well, I was
alcoholism
gonna
or
say,
addiction.
I read a little quick article the other day about they have all kinds of hope for these. I don't know what the actual drug is, but like Ozempic and
Yeah,
Wegovy
it
and
seems to be a cure-all sort of, doesn't it, for a
yeah,
lot of
like and they
things.
mentioned Alzheimer's, possible
Mhm.
Alzheimer's benefits, and
Mhm.
so an appetite suppressant, but like people are reporting less urges to drink alcohol.
Mhm.
You
Hmm.
know, so all
Mhm.
kinds of stuff
Yeah, that is
that's
interesting, isn't it?
and I
Hmm.
think they have had drugs in the past, haven't they, that are supposed to suppress um addictive like
Yeah,
addictive
yeah.
impulses. I don't know what
Well,
they
you've got your Suboxone clinics and stuff like that for people who I think it's
Suboxone.
yeah, Subox.
I
That
don't know
sounds
about
fun, doesn't it?
Suboxone.
It
Yeah.
doesn't. It sounds
Well,
kind of rough.
I know about what is it? Methadone.
Uh-huh.
Uh
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah,
just kind of a substitute, right? Like or does it suppress
let's
addictive
see.
impulses?
Let's see. Yeah, Suboxone acts less strongly on the same parts of the brain as methadone. I'm reading that from online.
All right.
Yeah, so they're for people who are addicted to heroin and other things. I think you
Yeah.
should
So
really.
anyway,
Sorry,
point
go
being
ahead.
that just that they could take this medical route
Yeah.
and along with all the therapy stuff and the mental health, it could be a real mental health
Mm-hmm.
storyline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and just like I don't know, exploring grief, I think is interesting.
uh, is
No,
it?
I think it is.
I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm in grief, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
with the loss of a parent.
Yeah.
It's, I'll have like little moments where it kind of hits me like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
physical feeling, but other times I'm
Uh-huh.
like, it was very different than losing my mother. Um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I think it's all in that when my mother died, it was suddenly. And when
Mm-hmm.
my father died, I feel like I was like we were in this all together for quite some time, and then we were
Mm-hmm.
there up
Yeah.
close and personal for the process.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as sort of traumatic as it was, um,
Mm-hmm.
witnessing it all, and of course mostly traumatic for my poor father, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it like mentally made me like, okay, like I kind of was processing as I went, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, you knew the outcome. You knew there wasn't going to be
Right.
any
Yeah. And so
healing or
we were
improving.
kind of all going through it together. And
Mm-hmm.
also I think, if people that if their parents are, if they're far away from a family member when they pass, and they don't get the benefit of being right there,
Yeah, that
um,
must be. Yeah, I guess we should
that
consider
would be hard.
ourselves. Yeah, it would be hard.
Consider ourselves what, lucky or
Well, and not, I guess, I don't know what the word would be. Privileged in a way, privileged to be present, you know?
yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it helped me.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it helped my father or not, it's so hard to know because he was so out of it, and it's so hard to know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he was so in his own
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and so just exploring Finn's grief and the part it played in
Mm-hmm.
um, knocking him off the wagon. But I don't know. My experience, in not that I'm super close with lots of alcoholics, but is that people I know have fallen off the wagon more than once. That
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of
Yeah.
like a life, and it doesn't mean that they won't be good and able to live good,
Mm-hmm.
clean lives, and screw up again, and then it's
Mm-hmm.
not like,
Yeah.
oh, that's it.
Right.
You
Right.
you
Yeah.
screwed up and you're all done, and
Right.
um,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
hopefully, the Finn thing. But I don't know. Would we want that character back as another actor? Do you think they gonna do that? I mean,
He's pretty distinct. But although,
yeah,
they've done that before with people that we thought were
yeah,
irreplaceable, basically, and
like
and
Jagger.
and
I don't.
and
I thought he was
Drew,
irreplaceable. Yeah,
for
yeah.
crying out loud.
For crying out loud.
Um,
Other headlines of actors coming and going. Have you seen the stuff about Lucky returning?
yep, I saw that, and that Morgan was going to come back for a day,
Yes.
something like.
Oh, I didn't see the part about a day. Maybe it'll be a dream or
Maybe,
something.
yeah, I was thinking something like that, but I almost would rather not have him than just have him briefly. Like, when like Brenda would come back briefly or something. It's
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
It's like a tease. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tease, and I don't know. But yeah, I really wish they wouldn't, you know, put those headlines out there,
They
especially the.
obviously they do it on purpose. They must. I guess
Yeah.
it just creates a buzz, and they're hoping to get more
Yeah.
viewers and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So,
I guess.
um,
And we've fed right into it. Um
yeah. Well, we can't help it. I
yeah.
mean, once your eyes see it, you can't be unseen.
I know, Gia, I know. So let's see. Let's get back to business here.
All
I
right,
also
get us
thought
on track.
I thought Tracy and Brooklyn. I mean, Tracy was very like her nouveau Tracy, with Brooklyn telling her she was proud
Nouveau
of her,
Tracy. Yep.
and all of that stuff, which was, again,
What did
very,
you?
very, what?
I was just
What?
gonna ask what you thought of her rap.
I was, I was thinking, I wonder if Gia's looking this up on the
I
Warren on
did.
TV website. Was
Wasn't
it
that?
expensive?
It wasn't too bad for that site. I can't remember. I think it was 100 something, or
Okay, yeah, all right, uh-huh.
But the colors were fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. That would be
Like that.
funny if you started to like wear that sort of thing. Maybe it would
I
work.
can't. I don't know how that's worn. I can't wear that stuff. But I'll tell you, I ordered myself some long, really long, like up to the knee striped socks to
Don't think that's the same thing. That's like cat in the hat kind of clothing.
I it's so hot here, and I was doing my job, which is, weed whacking, and
And
I
that's not a euphemism, everyone, that she's actually
yeah, I actually weed
removing,
whack.
getting rid of
But
weeds. Okay.
and so anyway, my legs, get pelted with all this gravel and stuff,
Yeah.
and because I really give it the business. And anyway, I borrowed I borrowed my husband's tube socks the other day. I
Uh-huh.
was like, hey, that's actually somewhat protective. And
Uh-huh.
so I thought, well, I'm going to get even longer socks. So then I don't have to wear my, long pants, my jeans or my Dickies or
Oh
anything.
my
So
God, what a good look you're working on
I
here.
know, wait till you see, I've got, my steel toed boots and
My God. Oh God, you look like Pippi Longstocking or something.
yeah, but ancient. Um,
Really, if she lived into her 50s.
did she die?
I don't think so. No,
Now
Pippi
you're starting
Longstocking lives
rumors.
forever. I know.
I saw something. I'm sorry, one star. I'm way off topic. I saw some meme the other day. Do you remember the Holly Hobby? That
Yeah.
like
Uh-huh.
I saw a meme about how that actually originated from like a little ghost. Like it was supposed to be a
Huh.
little ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's creepy. I think I had a little
Uh-huh.
Holly Hobby doll.
Okay.
Super creepy. Anyway,
Uh,
okay. So Tracy and Brooklyn. Yeah, we like them.
yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah. So that was nice. So yeah, I'm kind of getting a nice sort of energy from the Quartermain Mansion now. It seems like it's like a safe haven for everybody,
I
you
know.
know?
Yeah, it's like summer camp now.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting transformation from it being like stuffy and oppressive, and
Stuffy and oppressive and snipey, and everybody was always
yeah,
screaming at each other and
yeah,
having
yeah,
affairs and
backstabbing and
backstabbing. Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. So that's fun. That's fun.
Yeah. And then we'll have the little stuff happening over the garage where we've got um I don't
Yeah.
I'm afraid that Gio's gonna fall for Joss
I
and
know. That's how it's
Trina's gonna
looking.
fall for Gio, and we're gonna have some strife there.
A little strife. Yeah. I thought Joss did a good job just acting like, cool Joss. She
Like
wasn't
when she was
too.
cleaning and stuff, or that kind
Yeah,
of
like
yeah.
she's not like her loud sort of,
Yeah,
self-righteous
she seemed like
Joss,
a real
just
like
like,
this college girl doing her
yeah,
college girl
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. And then when Trina came home, well, yeah, I guess we should talk about the Ava, Sunny, Trina
Yeah.
stuff,
And before we
right?
get started, I think Trina just looked stunning the last few episodes. I don't know what they're doing. She's like
Uh-huh.
glowing. I don't know if they've got a special makeup on or something, but
Yeah, I
she
was
looks
thinking she's really like sort of grown into her part and maybe just actually physically grown a bit,
yeah,
since she started. Um,
anyway,
they
super
haven't given
pretty.
her a ton to work with lately, though.
No, but that's why I fear that that's what this little summer
Yeah,
storyline is going to be
yeah,
like a
uh huh,
love triangle kind of thing. And
yeah, right.
ah,
I don't know, Gia.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, summer
Mm-hmm.
fun. They usually like heat up the kids' storylines in the summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
And the other big kind of thing we had was Sam and I don't know if it happened, or maybe we already talked about Sam confronting Carly. Um,
Yeah, she
yeah, I
played the
guess we
tape
did.
for her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I liked the scene with, well, we want to talk about Ava or not? We don't
Oh
have
yeah,
to.
you did. Sorry, I kept wandering. Ava. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Keep me on
Go
track.
ahead. Well,
Yeah.
I thought when Sunny sort of told her she was done, I don't know. It seemed like she shouldn't have been surprised, right? If as soon as he found out about the Alexis thing, she should know that he's sort of got this loyalty to any of his kids and, stuff like that. I don't know. It was a bit overblown or something by both of them, I guess. I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say, but
Well, the writing's been on the wall for her for a while, ever since Natalia
yeah. Yeah.
showed up.
Yeah, but
Uh,
and then again, it's hard to know if Sunny's reaction to the Alexis stuff and Ava's part in it, that seemed kind of like regular sort of medicated Sunny, didn't
yeah,
it?
other people keep saying like Sonny's a mess, and so like Valentine said that, and it's like,
Yeah.
but he hasn't been for some time. He's
No.
been pretty steady.
Yeah, right. That's the problem. Yeah, like Carly was
Yeah,
saying that to Diane, and
right.
Diane sort of agreed, and it's like, well, have you seen him lately? He's
Yeah, because
delightful.
he's fine. Yeah,
he's
he's
he's making
delightful.
meals
Yeah,
for people,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
Um
Having delightful little get-togethers, and yeah,
yeah, yeah. He won Christina over, really,
yeah.
again.
Well, the chicken piccata helped.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know how much was Sunny and how much was the chicken piccata. You're
I
right.
kind of want a T-shirt that says something like chicken piccata. I don't know
Uh-huh.
what. Like, do you want a chicken piccata or something? I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Uh,
We'll
I
have
don't
to
know if
work
you're
on
gonna
it.
get picked up or just carried off to some
From
facility.
that, you think that phrase is too suggestive?
Well, I'm just thinking of you in that t-shirt and your long socks, and I'm guessing short shorts and
Hauled
steel
off to a
boots.
loony bin.
But anyway,
There's just something sort of fun and spicy about saying chicken piccata, you know?
okay, okay, Gia.
Like, I also enjoy saying winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Oh no.
Trying to
Oh,
work that into stuff.
you know what I have fun saying in my head all the time? He's
Shut
gonna
up.
get more ass than a toilet seat. I don't know why, but
Never.
like when somebody does
That's
something,
elegant. That's
yeah,
elegant.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, we're really impressing tonight. There will be
Oh,
zero traffic to our Facebook
I
page.
know, I know. I'm sorry. I had a fake beer before I came on. I'm gonna attribute it to the like 0.5 tenths of whatever alcohol was in it.
Okay, okay. Well, that's
All right.
that might be the problem here. On your side, I don't know
Not.
what I, I don't know what my excuse
It's
is,
just
but
our natural state of being.
yeah, it is. It is.
Anyway, so yeah, so now we're gonna have a war between Ava and Sunny, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And well,
Over
I was
Avery.
thinking, like when Sonny was dealing with Trina, he was, I don't know, he was a little bit
He was a little
cold.
abrupt. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't like
abrupt
that. I
might be a
didn't like that.
yeah, to put her in that position. And Ava
Right,
also put her
right.
in that position by sending her over. She knew, Sonny
Yeah,
wasn't gonna
yeah.
like be super sweet or anything. Although it seemed like he could have treated Trina like Trina and not like Ava's assistant.
Right, right. Yeah.
But when Trina went back to her apartment and gave her impression of Ava, I thought it was interesting that she chose Ava as the one who seemed
Who's dangerous.
dangerous, between
Right,
the two of
right.
them. So
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah. So
interesting.
that's a little yucky. I liked
A little
um
yucky.
I liked Ava's blouse also. It looked kind of like a tie-dye done into an
Yeah.
elegant look or something.
Yeah, it looked a little angry. It looked like an angry blouse, I
An
thought.
angry blouse. I liked it, but I thought, wouldn't that look like absolute hell on my body? That sort of draping, you know.
Well, part of it, Gia, is not the body. I think it's the attitude. Like also with Tracy's rap, like you'd have to have like a
Oh,
different sort of attitude or persona to pull that
oh.
off, I think, you
Well,
know.
then there's no luck to be had because if I haven't shown a different attitude or personality thus far,
Thus
it's not
far,
looking
yeah.
it's not looking
Yeah.
good.
Right, right. Well, your current
Um,
personality is fine for, long thigh high socks
They're not
and
thigh high.
chicken piccata shirts.
Chicken piccata.
You got a chicken
Chicken
piccata
piccata.
personality.
Well, thank you. Um. Anyway, we had a lot of
Okay.
little stuff. Like we had a little moment of the Mac and Cody storyline, which
Yeah, yeah.
like I don't know, whatever. Why are Sasha and Cody still like pretending that they don't
I
have something
don't
going on, and
know.
everybody like why does that have to be a secret?
I know they seem a little old for that kind of
Yeah,
hijinks. Yeah.
hijinks. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So you got a little bit of that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, I know a scene that I thought was a little sparkle pony was Sam and Dante today.
Well, that was Sparkle Pony in that Dante was back
Yeah.
and he was like full on Dante, not gonna sugarcoat thing, kind of telling it like it is, right, to Sam.
Yeah, I when I say sparkle pony, not because it was a happy scene,
Right,
because
right.
I thought it was well done. I felt
Yeah,
it. I could
yeah,
feel what was going on.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, and Dante seemed just so exasperated,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
like Sam just kind of wasn't getting it, like
No, like she had this sort of smugness about her, like they're so clever, of course they
yeah,
won't get caught. Plus she thinks they have, like, I don't know, morality or something on their side.
yeah, yeah. I think he's also gotta be Dante has to be thinking about like why is she still so obsessed with anything
Yeah,
about Jason, and
yeah,
that
yeah. Why is this getting to her? Why is it triggering her so much?
triggering her, yeah.
Yeah,
So I thought that
right.
was a good scene. I thought they both did well with that.
Yeah,
And I also like Jason with well, who's in visits
Danny.
there? Danny. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I thought
Little
that was
little
that was a
pancake head there.
yeah, that was a cute little scene, and it was interesting that they chose this moment first for Jason to take Danny somewhere, to spend time with him. Like
Why
right
was
when
that
Sam,
interesting?
right, because well, Sam was sort of all over town, like telling everybody how dangerous Jason is to Danny,
Oh
and
yeah, and
you
there he is
know,
being father of the year kind of thing. Is that what you mean? Like,
well, kind of like it seems like he was not deliberately, but that would provoke her, the fact
mm,
that she was about ready to lower the boom, right? And kind of try to make sure Jason couldn't even see Danny. It
yeah,
seemed like,
yeah,
that's where
yeah,
she was sort of heading. I
yeah.
don't know if she would have been able to pull that off really, but that's what she wanted, you
Yeah,
know.
she's like kind of wound tightly these days.
She is, yeah. And couple other things. I was thinking, one, that when she was sort of telling Dante so nonchalantly about what she and Spinelli had done and everything, like it's like it wasn't a crime, and then meanwhile acting like Jason, was making these decisions. And Dante kind of drove that point home too, like you could be taken away from your kids, for what you've
Yeah,
done,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't
She
know.
just had no. She was like clueless about the like law enforcement viewpoint on things. Like
Yeah,
she just
yeah,
it was like she
right.
kind of reverted back to her sketchy
Yeah,
days.
yeah, right. When she wouldn't have ever judged Jason so harshly,
Right, right. So she's like running a scam kind of a
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that'll be interesting. I hope they don't break up over this because I kind of do like them together now. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then there was the part about how she, like, didn't want Danny to find out that his dad had chosen Carly
yeah,
over.
I don't. Yeah, that seemed a
That's
little like trumped up or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was a bit of a stretch, I
Yeah,
thought.
it didn't really ring true. Like he's gonna
Yeah.
care. But I don't know.
Well,
Maybe he would, but I don't know.
it seems kind of like, just like when she went into her little plan, she wasn't thinking of consequences or any sort of long term impact. Jason might not have really been, aware of how this was going to play out. and how he might be kept apart from his kids for as long as he was. I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, I know. You want to give him that out. I understand.
I gotta give Jason the
It's
benefit of the
it's
doubt all
it's
the
the
time.
it's the pants feelings speaking there.
It's just because he doesn't
Yeah.
talk much or judge. That's what I like about him.
That's what you're looking for in a
Yeah.
chicken piccata. Yeah. Silent and non-judgmental.
Yeah. Although I love Dante also. He's my other favorite
Yeah,
guy because
yeah.
he's just a real like decent guy, I think.
Can we talk about one of my favorite guys now?
Your Brennan boy.
Yeah, how'd you like that scene? Yeah. Was that over animated?
Well, it made me uncomfortable. I try to be supportive of your urges and desires, but I
I'm not looking for support, but if you want to,
I was I kind of
much
enjoyed the
appreciated.
color of Carly's blazer, if that helps.
Yeah, she's got quite the collection of blazers going these days.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was kind of an interesting scene because it did seem like he was sort of sincerely
He's got a
trying to,
soft spot for her.
yeah, and I thought his advice was right on. I
Yeah,
thought like and when you heard him say that, of course they're not going to honor this deal. It's like, yeah, of
yeah.
course they're. Like we were all sort of pretending like somehow Jason's going to be let off the hook, but.
I think I make a prediction that we're going to be seeing Carly like ping pong off of Brennan and Jagger.
Yeah,
Like,
playing
I
them.
think she's going to be trying to play Jagger.
Yeah, I think you're right. And Jagger, well, he said he was leaving, right? Is he not leaving? We don't know.
I don't know, but I just
Maybe
feel like
maybe she'll make a move to try to keep him from
seduce
leaving.
him or something,
Yeah,
and I
right.
don't know. Somehow I feel like she might actually get into a little pants situation with Brennan. Um, Not sure
Yeah.
how that would happen, but
Yeah. Please.
anyway, I feel like that's where she's headed, and I'm down with it.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't need to see her get back together with Sonny or Drew or
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I think the
yeah.
Jason thing could be interesting, but I don't. It doesn't seem like they're going. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess we
I don't
can't
know
tell.
either, but it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. They're sort of off on their own, I think, too much or something.
Yeah,
But
yeah. So
anyway,
anyway, I thought it was stupid of Carly to go see Brennan,
yeah.
um, but then I kind of liked how he was behaving towards her. So,
Mhm. Mhm.
um,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
but
know, like he's in theory he's still sort of working with Valentine, right?
I
Or
guess, but they're very much frenemies at this
yeah,
point.
definitely. Yeah, I don't think they trust each other at all,
Yeah.
and I'm sure probably Brennan at this point realizes that Valentine's, not gonna help him out.
Yeah,
Uh,
Valentine's too busy seducing Anna.
that's another story. But I
Yeah, I'm
wondered
like,
if
do we
what? Sorry,
believe that he loves her?
I
Love,
don't
love,
know. I
love.
wasn't enjoying their bedroom scenes
No,
because I don't think either of them is pure of heart.
no, I don't think they are. And I couldn't figure out what they had for breakfast either, and that bothered me. I couldn't see it.
It seemed like eggs, I
Like
think,
an
and maybe
egg
with
thing.
some tomato or something.
Oh, like an English breakfast kind of thing.
Maybe, but yeah, I thought like that kind of thing is only good when it's still hot, right? You don't want it sitting there on the table.
No.
I
I
don't
always think
think.
it's weird when I see them actually eat stuff.
Yeah, and yet they
Like, do they
can't fill one
enjoy
of
it?
those to go coffee cups.
No. That's really a
You know,
that's really a thorn
sore
in your
spot.
paw, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is. It is, Gia. Yeah, and don't get me started on the new Jardiance commercial.
Because you haven't let go of the last dance sequence, and
They're on to
they've
their
already,
third one, and
yeah,
it's just I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know. I know it's a
Is that
little
another one? Is
pill.
that like Ozempic? Is that like the one we were just talking about, or is it a different thing?
It's a different type of thing, I think, but it does help a multitude of problems.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna see if maybe I should get some at one of these. Would they give me any of
I
these? Would
could
that
see you
do
dancing
something?
in one of those commercials. You should do like an audition tape and send it in your socks, in your
Yeah,
boots.
because I am a great dancer. You've
Yeah,
known that about me,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, where were we?
Anna
Oh,
and
Brennan, Anna,
Valentine,
Valentin.
Brennan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I was wondering also, getting back to Brennan a little bit, like when Carly sort of told him about like Jason and how, he's like her ride or die guy and stuff. Is that like endangering Jason at all for Brennan? Or
Probably. I don't know. She's so stupid. I mean, she's like,
yeah,
I don't know. She's not very
yeah.
bright. And
She's another one who thinks she's just so smart,
so
that
yeah,
she'll
so
see anything
savvy with all
coming,
this. Yeah.
Yeah. Sheesh. Like
Yeah.
Diane tried to school her, she tried
Yeah.
to say,
Yeah. She tried.
when has your and ever worked out, riding to Jason's rescue? That's
Right,
how is that going to
exactly. And
work,
Jason can actually handle himself, whereas you
Yeah.
can't. You
She's
know,
just like throwing a wrench into anything he's trying to do.
exactly. Like,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I should be tired of the women mess things up and the men have to come clean it up. Like we've kind of
Yeah.
got Sam messing things up now, and
Yep.
Dante.
Yep.
I don't know.
And that Dante kind of scared me when he was talking about all the consequences,
Yeah, I was like, is that for real? Can that really happen?
It
Yeah,
seems
I don't
like it
know.
probably is, and we were living in like cartoon world where like you can drop an anvil on someone and they're fine, but like
Yeah, yeah. Because
um
I've been trying to look up a lot of FBI stuff, and maybe I shouldn't.
there's already a file on you, Gia.
I'm
Don't think you
sure.
can keep that
Sure.
from happening. Um
Yeah. I'm a
but
cholesterol criminal.
yeah. So getting back to Anna and Valentine, anything else you wanted to say about that
No, I
situation
guess
there?
not. I haven't really been enjoying them. I know what they're
No.
trying to do, and I think some people
Yeah.
are on board. They're trying to do the sexy spy
Yeah.
dalliance kind of thing, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, okay, but I'm not sparkle ponying on it, any of it.
No.
So thus
No.
far,
No, I'm
um,
not either. It's almost it's edging closer to vomit, I think, than
they're awkward with each other. Like he's
yeah.
coming at her with his lips pursed, and I'm like, dude, step off.
Yeah, it's a little
Feels
aggressive.
a little yucky. Yeah,
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 and she's sort of like giving him mixed messages, kind of, because she had said that she didn't think they should be you know going
right,
back to
right.
where,
But then
and then
she's
but she's trying to seduce him to get information at the same time.
right.
So
Yeah,
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 that's a little yucky.
yeah.
And then Jason's parked in the car outside. I
I
liked how
know.
she was so
Yeah,
pissed at him, like
yeah. That was a little funny. Yeah, you could have like when you saw the light go out, you could have gone home
I know. But
instead of
I felt
sitting
like
in
the
your car
tone.
imagining what we were doing.
I know.
Yeah,
It seems like that could have been a little like lighter, but she was like so intense. Like so there it was
yeah,
just kind of more awkwardness, I thought.
yeah.
And Jason's like just trying to make sure the shit doesn't hit the fan,
I
and
know.
he does.
Jason's got to clean up after everybody. It seems like.
Yeah, and I think he still probably is wondering if Anna is completely trustworthy.
Um, right. Because I don't trust her anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure I do either. Yeesh.
A scene I wanted to back up just because I thought it
Yeah.
was also Sparkle Pony, and I don't think we talked about it yet. But a couple of Sparkle Pony scenes for me.
Okay.
Scotty and Finn, when
Oh
Finn calls
yeah,
Scotty over.
yeah,
I don't think we talked about that, and I thought
yeah.
Scotty did just a great job.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Uh-huh.
like just showing on his face as Finn was talking about, like, oh well, like I quit at the hospital, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and Scotty's like, what, like
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yep.
these things were
Eh,
accumulating,
Yeah.
so that Scotty realized, like, oh my God, this guy's like,
Yeah.
not
Lo-
being rational even. And
Right, right. And he knew there was no point in taking the case, really,
yeah, yeah. And his
And
hair was just fabulous.
yeah, I love Scotty's hair. And yeah, I like that he like truth was the best way. Like Dante, he was like trying to
Yeah,
just like level
yeah.
with him, which
Right,
isn't
right.
always Scotty's way, but
Yeah. Yeah, he
in
wasn't
this
trying to
case,
trick him or any, yeah,
yeah,
but I just
yeah,
we don't get to see we see Scotty being silly a lot,
yeah, yeah.
like with Lucy or whatever, but I thought this was like seeing him just kind of be a real person and
Yeah, and smart,
yeah, yeah.
hmm hmm
And I
Yeah.
think it was kind of a moment for Finn also to start
Yeah.
realizing what a shithole he dug for himself there.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. If Scotty had downplayed any of that stuff, Finn might
yeah.
have felt like, he could, try manipulating the situation a little bit more.
So
So,
anyway, I just wanted to highlight
hmm
that. Ugh, pardon me.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Good call, Gia. Yeah. We always got to
thank you,
acknowledge
thank you.
a good Scotty scene, for
Yeah,
heaven's sake. We don't see enough
but
of him.
so we had a lot. We had a lot happening the past couple days, really.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Um,
Hmm Yeah.
um,
Mostly interesting stuff. We haven't
yeah,
had any Drew in a while, so
right.
it's
That's
been
good.
kind of pleasant. Yeah.
But I think that's about all I've got to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're around our 50-minute mark. So,
Okay, gold star
yeah.
for us. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Gia.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for listening, and look out for Keisha's new Facebook page.
Yeah. Sorry for
Maybe
all
we'll
the
put you on our Facebook
confusion.
page. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody wanted to get on your page and sell UGG boots or whatever they do.
Yeah. And I just won't have that.
I think they're ugly myself, but.
They're bulky. Yeah. Yeah. You look much better in your steel toed boots.
Yeah, with my stripy socks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
I'd like a
they're
picture of
vulgar.
that. You should
Can,
perform
can be
in your
arranged. They
stripy
haven't
socks.
arrived yet.
Okay.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Okay. All right, Gia.
All right. Well, you have a lovely evening, and thanks for listening, everybody out there. And
Yes. Thank you, everyone. All right,
see you in a few
Gia.
days. Okay.
Good
See you later.
night.
Bye.
Goodbye.